Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
She's back. I found her.
I'm here.
Yeah, she's here. Got some stuff going on this week, so she's been out and about. But we're going to talk about Borderlands is getting worse for Borderlands. Numbers are not looking good. They're adjusting down the box office estimate for it. I guess it only made, what, $1.5 million in previews?
1.3, I think.
Oh, 1.3.
Yeah.
Wow, that's not good. The upside is we're almost into double digits on Rotten Tomatoes. So there's that. And we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about the director, Eli Roth, telling people to just turn their brains off. Turn your brain off and enjoy this movie, guys.
Okay.
Just turn your brain off. Don't think about it too much. Just give us your money. Turn your brain off. Yeah, a lot of it doesn't make sense. Yeah, the cast doesn't make any sense. But yeah, give us your money. And we're going to talk about the competition this weekend. Apparently, they're going up against a Blake Lively rom-com, and they're getting their ass kicked.
Yeah.
And they're trying to turn this into another Barbenheimer, like go see the Blake Lively movie with the Deadpool and Wolverine movie. And I think Deadpool and Wolverine's going to be #1 again.
Probably.
You know, probably will. Like, I can't imagine why, if you know you have the opportunity to go see that again, and you know that that's a fun movie, why you would give your money to Borderlands. But you know, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. You'll get a woohoo if you do.
Woohoo!
Yeah. So let's talk about the box office. You kick this over, Joe Blow. Borderlands' deadly early box office results for the Eli Roth adaptation are not good. Just a little over $1 million.
Yeah. So to compare, It Ends With Us Blake Lively movie did $7 million in previews, the rom-com, and Borderlands did $1.32 million.
And one of these movies cost significantly more to make, I'm sure. They're saying that Borderlands, the minimum, that they were trying to say it was going to be like $100 million budget. They think it's like $120 million on this movie. But yeah, 1.3.
So they're going to have to make like 200, 300 million to get their money back.
There's no way. There's no way they're going to do this. Now, our son is actually a big fan of Borderlands, and he said that the original script...
This is what he's heard.
This is what he's heard. But he said the original script was actually pretty decent. That's what got these people to sign on. But if it were me and I got the script and I'd compare it to the game, I'd be like, "What? Why did you hire me? I'm like 25 years older than the characters in the game, you know?"
Maybe they're just happy to have work. And apparently Kate Blanchett works for sandwiches. So
she works for sandwiches,
she did for Lord of the Rings anyway.
Yeah, that was going around too.
Well, the budget, well, I don't know how much they got paid for this one by the budget, but yeah.
I'm sure she gets paid pretty well. She's in the MCU now, and I mean, she's a damn good actress. She really is. And actually, people said if there is one bright spot in the movie, it's her.
That's true. They did say that.
But yeah, they said.
Yeah. In the meantime, Deadpool Wolverine's going to hit $1 billion this weekend. Yeah, likely.
Yeah, and a 500,000 domestically. So yeah, it was at 7% when Joe Blow did the article, but I think it's up. I think it's at 8%.
8%. Wow.
Like I said, we're almost into double digits.
And the audience is 52%. It was 51 earlier, so they probably got the bots in there, trying to, the claptrap wannabes, and they're trying to boost it.
Yeah, I don't think anybody cares. Like I said, the biggest crime beyond beyond the fact that the casting choices were terrible was they're way late to the party. Mm-hmm. Like you look at a lot of the games that are the game movies that are coming out now, and they are like 10 years past the prime of the series, right? Like Halo, Fallout, Borderlands, even Minecraft. Like we are way freaking late to the party, but then this is how long it takes Hollywood to actually catch up. It's not looking very good, but yeah, this is another article. This comes from World of Real. They said it was actually 120 million. They actually adjusted down the estimates. It was supposed to be 15 to 20 million this weekend. Now
I heard 12 to 16. Yeah.
So that was 12 to 16. I don't even know. With previews at like 1.3 million, is it even going to crack $10 million this weekend?
I don't know. I mean, and it's getting its butt kicked by a rom-com.
You buy a rom-com that I didn't even know existed. Our daughter's like, oh yeah, it's that one where she's a florist and her name's like
I guess the book wasn't very good because I hadn't even heard of it until like the last few weeks.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. So, I mean, people would rather go see that than go see this. And this one's been marketed pretty heavily. But I think it was anti-marketing. I think people saw it.
Was it really marketed heavily? The only time I saw a trailer for it was when we went to see Deadpool.
Online, they were pushing it pretty hard. I know they were running the trailer or the commercials before a lot of YouTube videos, any like video game related YouTube video. But I'm sitting here thinking like this was a Gearbox did the Borderlands games, and then they sold. I got that wrong yesterday in the video. I thought Gearbox shut down. They effectively shut down, but they sold what's left of it to Take-Two Interactive. But this is one of Embracer Group's Brain Farts, and they also
that makes sense.
Yeah, and they also have a Hellboy movie coming out that looks awful. So I think that was their plan. Was like, okay, we're going to monetize all the shit that we bought, and we're going to be like way late to the party. So they're doing yet another Hellboy reboot. They already did the one with the dude from Stranger Things. And now they're doing another one, which looks like it's like a direct-to-DVD movie. And then they did this, which looks like an off-brand shitty sequel to Tank Girl.
Well, if you go down below, it does say, the film wrapped up principal photography back in 2021. Roth was not part of the extensive reshoot. So it was he did the principal photography. He was working on Thanksgiving. But then Tim Miller from Deadpool replaced Roth, and by all accounts, it sounds like the script had some dramatic change during the additional photography phase. So it does sound like the script was changed, but it wasn't Eli Roth; it was Tim Miller. They're saying.
Now he actually got fired off of Deadpool by Ryan Reynolds. Like,
they put him on here, and apparently he had to do Roth's job because Roth, was out doing something else that he had to do, and it sounds like the dramatic changes happened during him.
I think he was the guy in charge of that Terminator movie too. I want to say it sounds like I'm
I don't
pretty sure
know
it was.
that one. I honestly don't know.
Yeah. So they said getting the cast back together was a nightmare because the girl probably went through puberty at that point. But yeah. Well, maybe that's what happened. Maybe when they started filming it, Kate Blanchett and Jamie Lee Curtis were significantly younger, and then. They're like, by the time we got you guys back together, Ray aged about 10 years. Went through the pandemic and Ray aged like 10 years. So the reviews were under embargo until Thursday. And I can't imagine.
It was until previews, until right before previews started. Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah.
You knew it was sucky when you didn't let the reviews out until.
Yeah, it's not going well. Now we have the director saying, just turn your brain off.
Yeah,
turn your brain off and watch it.
It's a good movie if you don't look at it, and don't listen to it, and close your eyes and make up your own movie in your head. That's what you should do.
Borderlands movie director tells viewers, this comes from GameSpot, tells viewers to shut their brains off when watching it. Just shut off your brain, grab some popcorn, and laugh your ass off. I don't even think they got a special bucket for this movie.
People said it wasn't even funny. They said it's trying to be like Guardians of the Galaxy, but not nearly as funny.
Yeah, it was. I was definitely getting those vibes, and like I said, Tank Girl, which was not great, but it still has a much better Rotten Tomatoes score than this thing does. And that was panned back in the day, and I think it has like a 40. I checked earlier. I think it's got like a 45%. Yeah, so he said he talked to Deadline. He said, "I've always wanted to do something like this that was like big and fun and crazy, where you just shut off your brain, grab a bucket of popcorn, and laugh your ass off, dance your cares away." You know who's not laughing their ass off? The studio.
Yeah, I know. I mean, this is one, if I could even force myself to watch it, I'd probably do it like when it's on streaming or something. And even then, I don't know if I will, because it's not really it's not my thing anyway. It's not something I would probably go to watch on my own.
I have zero interest in it. Actually, I'll tell you what. The biggest turnoff for me was Claptrap. He just sounds like the spazzy, annoying cartoon character that they throw onto a show to get the kids to go see it. And they made a big point of it, like during the trailer when we went to go see much better movies. We went to go see Deadpool. I think did they run before Twisters too?
They might have. I don't remember.
But they're like, go see me, Claptrap, kids. Hey, everybody, beg your parents to go see. I'm like, what the hell? Did you ever play the games? Like, they're pretty freaking violent, you know? Like, it's like PG movie, PG-13. But it was annoying as hell. I'm like, I'm not going to go see it just because of Claptrap. He drives me up the freaking wall. But yeah, I think it's going to get its ass kicked pretty effectively this weekend by Blake Lively.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious to see how, it ends with us does in comparison to Borderlands by the end of the week.
See, I thought this would be like It Ends With Us. I thought it'd be like a, like a cancer love story. You know how they always have the cancer love stories?
Yeah, I don't watch those because it make me sad.
But apparently it's about flower shops. So it's like you got
I don't
mail.
know what the story is. I just know that the girl has her name's like Lily Bloom.
Well, she owns a flower shop. That's what my daughter said.
She owns a flower shop. My daughter, Pinky Boo was like, I don't know much about it. It was a book. People said the book wasn't very good. And her name's like some flower stuff. And she owns a flower shop because, I was like, okay.
Oh my God. My name is Darlene Coitus, and I own the whorehouse down the street. Yeah. So, I mean, I can't believe that this rom-com is doing multiple times what Borderlands is doing. It's just like whatever.
It's like, what's up is down, what's down is up. But again, I think it waited way too long.
Yeah, they waited way too long for this. So we're gonna wrap this one up.
Yes.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We'll talk later.
Bye.